Welcome to part 5 in this Best of Dorian Yates series. Today's matchup pits 1995 versus 1996 of this man's Olympia versions. These are very similar physiques. Now, if you know me and my judging, I am a stickler when it comes to these type of competitions for head-on comparisons, like direct comparisons. He is tilted thusly in 1996, and it really takes away from the silhouette. I believe 1996 has much thinner skin, perhaps the conditioning edge, but I think it is a theory of mine. If he was facing forward, then those lats of 95 would dwarf 96 and most likely take the decision in this. Look at those giant lats of 1995, but somewhat inconclusive. And judging by this front double bicep pose, and these guys are not identical, the waistline is much smaller in the 96 version, but so is everything else. Look at the arms, they appear to be much smaller, and his left bicep, of course, is very badly torn. But it seems like it's more visible in 96, probably because he is in better condition, sad to say. I don't know, I'm leaning slightly towards 96 because of the waistline, but the bicep, the arm itself, is much more filled out in 95, so somewhat inconclusive again. This is actually a very tough one, and probably not the easiest decision to make in the front lat spread as well. Every time it seems 1996 has the edge in conditioning and the thin skin, but 95 comes back with the superior muscularity. Look at the lats once again. Because this is a front lat spread, I am tempted to lean towards 95. I've never seen such a Dorian-esque lat spread. But like I said, this is a very, very close competition. No real pose to speak of that's a domination. Same thing can be said with this side chest pose. It is a definite case of size and muscularity versus conditioning. The conditioning edge, of course, goes to 96 once again, but 95, much more massive. Look at that pec, that chest development. What a tough matchup, but it seems that I am leaning slightly towards 95 in every pose, but I hate to give someone a victory or give this year a victory over just slight little victories. So here's hoping for a domination here in the side tricep pose, and I think my wishes have come true. Look at this pose. We have found the bad pose for 96 for sure. Something went down, and it went down bad with that tricep. 95, perhaps the best of this pose for this man. Hard to say, 93 was darn good as well. And it's not just this pose. Here's another version or another different comparison here, and it's plain to see there's something wrong with this tricep in 96. So, it is a definite victory so far for 1995 due to this dominant pose here. But now, let's have a look at the backs. And I must say, there is no slight victory here at all for 1995. If anything, 96 might even have an edge. I don't know, though. It could be the angle of the shot. I believe the camera is much lower for the 95 version, making those traps look a little bit smaller. But, I don't know. Look at the size of those big babies of 96. Very, very comparable. Not only comparable, but maybe getting a slight edge. I still say with that dominant side tricep, 95 still in the lead. And again, very comparable is 96 in all of the back shots so far. A little bit more detail, actually, I believe, of 96. This is not a head-on comparison. So you don't really get to see the silhouette, which is important in the lat spread. Now, there is this one more comparison, which is a direct comparison. Doesn't really show the legs or anything like that, but it is plain for me to see that 95 is as wide as a school bus. Wow. Domination, perhaps. Maybe still a little bit more detail of 96. I don't know. I'm going to give it to 95, though. Look at those wings. Things are a little bit more favorable for 96 in the rear double bi. And when you look at the arms, wow, that bicep is just gone in the 96 version. But I say it is comparable here because he has the edge in the glute department. Do you see that? Very unclear picture in 96, though. I apologize on that. There was a good clear one, but he was tilted so thusly that you could not even range the silhouettes or anything of that nature. But I think we're safe to say, guys, this is a victory for 95, and that, of course, that side tricep, a dominant victory. But hey, let's end this with a ab and thigh pose, because if I'm not mistaken, this 96 ab and thigh is perhaps one of Dorian's best. Look at the vascularity in the lats. It only adds to just the conditioning of those abs. I would say he is getting a victory here against 1995. 95, definitely very, very, very good. Just not quite as dry and conditioned, I don't believe. Of course, it could be the lighting as well. 1996, known for a lot of good dry versions. Perhaps it was the lighting. But I think we're safe to say, for sure, due to this here pose, this side tricep pose, the most dominant victory in this competition by far. So, we have our main event match now. 1995 advances to the final matchup. 93 versus 95 will be a good one. Of course, there's some poses that are going to favor 93, but will 95 mathematically have enough to conquer? It will be exciting, but another perspective is always good in these, and I invite fellow YouTuber The Iron Grind to get in on the action here, and hopefully we get a different perspective. Could be the same, could be different. I like controversy, and of course, Mikey from Mikey's Strength and Fitness. He is also welcome to get in on the action, of course. It's good to have 3 perspectives on this. The more the merrier. It's only better for you guys, the viewers. So definitely one to look forward to, the main event and the final in this series. I hope you enjoyed this one, and have a good day.